bloodiest battles of the Civil War was fought at the shore of this very lake?
Apparently that's a trophy for just staying in there after Mila's level until Vernon completes his story.
All right, excellent.
Oh.
All right, let's go this way. So now I think I can actually go to some other places around camp. Like up there, maybe. Wait a minute.
Maybe.
How would I get up there normally? I need to get up there first, I think. But to do that, I need to jump up here, I believe.
So Bassacre says, we got a turkey sandwich, is that okay? I mean, we kind of did something like that, to be fair. So when I got home, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make some lunch, and so I made some grilled cheese, but instead of just doing it the normal way, I added some bologna and some chicken breast and some honey mustard sauce.
It was pretty good. It was
Yeah,
actually
it was
pretty
different.
good.
I didn't taste the honey mustard as much as I thought I would. I probably needed a little bit more sauce. We were kind of running out, and I had to make 5 sandwiches. So they were pretty lightly spread, but it was pretty good.
It was. I liked it. We're
Bassacre says, I tried to make an egg McMuffin, but the egg didn't really work. Maybe I should have used a mold instead of a jar lid, but I oiled it up pretty thoroughly. That's pretty funny. I never would have thought of using a jar lid.
Me neither. I've been tempted to try making my own egg McMuffin, though. You know, my dad actually used to do a really good job. Not doing like an egg McMuffin thing, but like he could mold the egg to be kind of like what you'd get on like an egg McMuffin. I always thought it was really good. I always wanted to try doing it, but I haven't found a method that works for me yet.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh, it's a little higher, I guess. The best way to go about it.
Palm Mega Bomb. Many times you can before you hit the ground. Okay. Or the bonus damage. Isn't that just like this? That's a palm bomb, right?
Yeah.
How come I can't do it?
But it,
oh no, I am doing it. This is it normally.
Yeah, because it's adding little hands when you hit the button multiple times while you're in the air, right?
Yeah. Okay, what were we gonna say? I'm sorry. I assume I'll go into a cutscene when I talk to these guys.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was just saying, yeah, I'm not really sure the best way to go about making like an egg McMuffin patty like that. I've never tried because I don't really eat eggs. I eat French toast with eggs, and that's about it.
Actually, I think how he might have done it, thinking about it now, because Megan, you know how we have those like kind of poach egg cups? You might not actually, but we have like these little kind of cups with like a handle on it, where I think it's meant to like poach eggs, right? Because I think you put it in water or something, and then the steam gets it. I think he used that in some way, or because we used to have this bowl as well. I'm kind of starting to wonder if he just like used a bowl in the shape.
Might have.
He might have. I might have to try that. I don't know if we have that bowl anymore, but
I would say, you sure that's not going to damage the bowl, though?
I mean, depends. Like, I don't know. I mean, we might just need to buy a bowl that we can be okay with being damaged, just in case it doesn't work. But I might have to try that.
Yeah, I would probably want to buy something to use for that, because I wouldn't want to wreck one of your mom's bowls.
Bass says, technically, aren't we all on cavemen burial grounds? Perhaps. Perhaps. You know, I know it doesn't, but it's always weird when games reference real websites now, although that doesn't really happen often. But with movies and shows, it's the opposite for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen games reference something like that.
What are you guys doing up here?
Oh, hey, Rick!
You guys are being creepy.
Didn't see you there.
Really creepy.
We're just looking at the sunset.
Shh, just wait until he leaves.
Oh.
Hold on.
I thought they were
What are
just
you guys up
pretending to
to?
have no brain.
It is a nice sunset, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
It is a nice sunset, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Bassacre says, that neck, oh my god. Yeah.
Wait, I can L2 now.
Oh, so you can hear what they're saying.
It is a nice sunset.
Okay,
isn't
wait.
it?
I mean, I probably can do it.
You probably just have to sit there, maybe not interact with them? I'm not sure.
I mean, eventually my invisibleness does go away. I don't know. I assume something happens. Hold on. I mean, I need to cross some cable anyway, some rope. Okay, well, I failed.
Good job.
I feel like there has to be some kind of funny scene. What?
Yeah. So Bass Sucker says, I love how cartoony this game is. It is really cartoony. I love the style of this game.
It is really good, huh?
Honestly, that's part of the reason why I'm excited to play Psychonauts 2, because it has like the same art style, and from what I've seen, it looks really good. Oh, we landed on the cord again.
There we go.
There you go. It's kind of weird that they have this metal roof over the actual roof of the lodge.
A little bit, but they are psychics. Maybe there's like psychic rain or something.
I guess that's true, because they did imply that tinfoil resists psychic waves, so maybe all metals kind of do? Like sheet metal probably does?
Maybe?
I don't know. Because, I mean, they do have the isolation chamber as well. It also has metal on the outside.
Maybe there isn't like a hidden cutscene with that. Maybe they're just being sus.
They're always being sus.
Yeah, maybe that's kind of the joke in this bit where it's like, just wait until he leaves.
Maybe.
Let's see, is there any other cards around here I can get? I think I need to go up here anyway, just so I can float down onto that section, so I can get the eagle claw.
Yeah. Bass Accurate says, yeah, from what I heard, it's a masterpiece. Given the one trailer I saw, I'm even more excited. Tinfoil, how useful it is. It protects from aliens and psychic powers.
Very true.
Very true.
There you go.
Nice.
Eagle claw. So what is it going to say about the eagle claw in my scavenger hunt list? Eagle claw soup is surprisingly tangy and promotes the growth of strong fingernails.
You know, I like how all the other descriptions of the items you have are like super long, and that one's just like 2 sentences.
Yeah, that one's like, oh yeah, you know, good for your nails.
Yeah. And Bass Accurate also says maybe they've been taken over by that parasitic mushroom. True, maybe they are just parasects.
True. I was like, Parsec, what do you mean? And it's like, oh yeah, the Pokemon. That's right, because you're a Pokemon nerd.
Yeah, the parasite taking over a mushroom. Or the mushroom is the parasite, I can't remember, something like that.
Something like that.
It's okay, I'll convert him sometime when we play more Pokemon.
I mean, I like Pokemon. I've liked Pokemon since it came out, Megan. It's just I don't play the games much.
I'm more mean for being a Pokemon nerd.
I mean, true. That is true. I wouldn't say I'm a Pokemon nerd quite yet.
You're a casual Pokemon enjoyer, and that's okay.
It's okay. One day you guys will see Scarlet and Violet. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. It's
gonna be fun when you do.
It is gonna happen. I'll probably just release them daily when I do, just so they actually come out before, you know, the DLC drop.
Yeah, I heard rumors we might be getting a Pokemon Presents pretty soon. So we'll see if they give us a date for the first part.
I don't know, maybe I should try to get your help on finishing the Pokemon stuff.
I mean, possibly. I'm just not really sure how I can help you because I don't know how to edit.
I might need to teach you.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it because, like, the only reason I haven't gotten it done yet is because I'm always busy editing, like, the streams. Right?
That's true.
Like, and getting that up and everything. And then when I have time to do the Pokemon stuff, I usually just don't want to touch it for, like, a day or two. Or I want to record, like, other stuff, right? And just the Pokemon stuff is, like, super long and super involved. To be fair, I could get you. Well, no, I can't really get you at the streams because then you might spoil yourself on some other games that you wouldn't want. We'll figure it out. I don't know. I might recruit Megan at some point though. to do something.
Yeah, I just don't know how much help I would be, but if you want help, I will try.
I mean, maybe. I want it to get out soon. My goal is to at least get it out before November, because then it'll be like a full year since it's been recorded.
That's true. I guess it has been a year. Jeez.
Yeah, time flies, huh?
Sebastiacker says, "What's your dream Pokemon announcement?"
Dream Pokemon announcement. So legitimately, Hey You Pikachu 2. Or a remaster.
I want a new Pokemon Stadium game. Or Pokemon Conquest 2.
Or like, yeah, or like a new Pokemon Stadium. See, this is a bit tough. And I'm not even necessarily memeing with Hey You Pikachu 2. I think with today's technology, sorry, there's something weird on my pants. With today's technology, I think you could actually probably do a pretty decent Hey You Pikachu.
Yeah. And the other one I want to mention is I want a new Mystery Dungeon game. There's a lot of Pokemon games I want, in case you haven't noticed.
If I had to pick like another one, see, I don't know. See, we're kind of already getting the Pokemon. Oh wait. Oh, Lily's up there.
Yeah, she's listening for interference, I guess.
Because like we're already. I'm sorry, I'm not done yet. Give me just 1 sec.
Go ahead.
Just one sec. Because like we're kind of getting to the point of Pokemon being kind of what I've always wanted it to be. And that is more of a free roaming kind of epic world adventure where you can just kind of go around and do whatever. We're getting there. That's kind of why I'm not really saying it, because we're basically there, to be honest. Right?
Yeah.
Give it like another generation, and I think we'll be good for that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
Like honestly, I like a lot of the stuff they added with Scarlet and Violet. If the games ran better, it would probably be the best Pokemon game out there. Because I think pretty much everything about the game was good. The Pokemon were all really unique and kind of fun to use, and like the whole structure of the story between 3 different paths was kind of cool. And the only thing I kind of would want to change is maybe make the level scaling like actually scale with you, so you don't just randomly run into like a level 50 gym leader because you went this way instead of that way.
Yeah. Also, I appreciate that you really thought about what to talk about. I could hear you kind of thinking about it. It's like, well,
yeah.
Is this okay to talk about?
Man.
Well, no, it's good. I'm saying it's good. I'm saying it's really good.
I'm trying.
I don't care how long you two have been partners. James is my boyfriend now. Do you know what that means?
Well, he wears his good parade chaps a lot more.
Yes, he's less filthy, that's part of it. But the biggest change is that he can't possibly waste as much time as he used to hanging out with his loser friends.
I don't like you.
And I don't like you. So that covers everything we have in common. Now for the differences. I'm going to be with James all the time from now on. You're going to have to stay as far away from us as possible, or I'm going to make your life more miserable than I imagine it already is.
Oh. Okay, then.
Hey, there's this whole brain-stealing thing going on that you should know about.
Rasputin, not now!
Oh, he was there hiding? He was like listening in?
Hey, James,
I guess so.
I could use a hired gun on this brain-stealing case I'm working on.
Huh? Oh, sorry, Raz. I'm a little preoccupied right now. Got a lot of figuring to do.
Oh, poor guy.
It's kind of cool, actually, how that's like a bit of story that's being told. I guess he was like back here hiding and just listening.
Yeah.
That's how he's like, I gotta think about what's going on here. Partner or girlfriend?
I mean, you always go with your partner.
That is true.
Chicks.
Yes, even I would say that.
Yeah, no, Scarlet and Violet were pretty solid games overall, I'd say. I agree with you, though, about level scaling. I think they'll do that next time. I really hope they keep things open world.
Yeah, because I've always wanted an open world Pokemon game. Like, I've always talked with people online about them creating a Pokemon game where you can have different starting towns. So even if it's not fully open world, you can maybe start at this town in like the north end of the region or start at the south end and kind of have a different experience, right?
Yeah.
But they'll probably never do that. And to be honest, I don't know if they'll ever get full open world. But
I mean,
We'll
what
see.
we got was pretty good, though.
Get up, soldier. Walk it
Yeah,
off.
I just wouldn't say it's full open world because there's a clearly predetermined path that they want you to take.
Find the eggs.
I think we'll get a fully predetermined. I think we'll get a fully open world at some point.
Careful with the eggs.
I'm just gonna talk to
What are
Lily.
you listening to?
I can't quite make it out, but something coming out of those speakers reminds me of my nightmare.
Okay.
Go.
What are you listening to?
I can't.
Be
Oh.
careful on the way
I thought you fell
home.
down and then you didn't move.
I did.
Oh. So Bass Acra says, obviously we all want Gen 5 remakes, but given Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, honestly, do I? Being a Pokemon fan is so frustrating. Now, I haven't played all the way through those. I did play Diamond up until pretty much the 5th badge. And I mean, I agree they didn't really add much, but I don't think it's as bad as people say. It's just not really the same as the other remakes. There's not as much extra content. It's basically just the games again, with a different art style, which I don't think is terrible, but they should have advertised it more as a remaster than a full remake.
Nah, I can vibe with that.
Yeah. Bass Awkward says, I don't think Pokemon Stadium 3 is going to happen because then people would look at the main games and be like, hey, why doesn't it look like that? Mainline transition to 3D has been kind of rough in my opinion. Part of me prefers Pokemon Stadium's animation, so they've definitely nearly caught up. Yeah, I don't know if they'll make like a traditional Pokemon Stadium game. I think it would be cool if they made another game like Coliseum or Gale of Darkness. I've heard both of those games are really good and really fun. And I actually got those last year, so I could finally play them sometime.
That is true, you did. In fact,
So-
Megan, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let's say, so if they made another game like that, that's kind of more what I would want, with maybe a battle mode on the side and maybe some more mini games, because the mini games are fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
I
I'm
think. Okay, that's fair. I was just gonna say, just really quick, and then I'll talk more about Pokemon. Remind me a bit later, because I actually do want to post a couple of pictures in the Discord of some games Megan and I actually came across and found and picked up.
Yeah, we bought
which
a
are pretty
decent
good.
amount lately, and we got some good stuff.
Got some really good stuff. A lot of which I do want to stream somewhat soon, actually. Don't know when, but I want to figure that out. So what else was that? Honestly, part of me prefers collections of old games to new games in those series. Pokemon Crystal Clear shows that it can work in reference to the open world aspect. I like Crystal Clear.
Yeah.
I did get Megan to play that, actually. She didn't finish it, but
Yeah, I played a lot of it, but I didn't finish.
she did play a lot. I kind of want her to go back and, finish it sometime. I don't think I have any updates that came out recently.
Yeah.
But it was really fun to watch and to experience.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool and pretty interesting. I will say overall, I probably had more fun playing Fool's Gold than playing Crystal Clear, but I think that's just because of the different Pokemon. It kind of just felt like a different game.
Yeah, and I think that's understandable.
So Bass Soccer says, I have no idea why they said that you could challenge the gyms in any order. I mean, you technically can, but it doesn't scale, and that's just silly. Yeah, that's the part that irritates me the most, is because like we were playing the game, we went down one path, and then we went to go clear the other side of the map because we found like a really high level Team Starbase. I think it was the fighting type. And then we go over to the water gym, and they're like level 30 when our Pokemon are in the 50s. Or like the dark type Team Star member, he was like level 20s. Like, I feel like if they wanted us to take it in a certain path, they should have made it more apparent instead of just adding like a little hint that Nurse Joy will tell you if you go to the Pokemon Center. If you ask her. But if they can make actual scaling on it work, then that would be really good. I just don't know if Game Freak will ever have the time to properly make that work, which is why I don't know if it'll ever happen.
I think they'll make it work now that they kind of have the base like technology for it down,
I mean, maybe, but there's still a lot of things that are buggy about that, like clipping through the walls and all the weird animations and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential for the next generation. Also, check that out. No animation? Animation. On the balls rolling away on me.
Whee! Bass Backwards says, it's like, oh, you could take all your courses in any order, but why would you start with grade 10 English? I mean, that's kind of the equivalent, yeah. He also says, what if there's a Pokemon version of Mario Party?
I'd play
I'll
it.
be honest, I don't know if that would really work. Like, they've tried doing stuff like that with, like, certain spin-offs like Pokemon Rumble or, like, the Pokepark stuff. I don't know if they've done, like, a full board game type thing, but I feel like there's just, like, too many different Pokemon that they would have to represent in a game like that, and I don't know if they would really be able to make compelling minigames.
Well, Megan, you don't need literally every Pokemon in it. You pick like 10, yeah, and then you.
No,
you
I
go
know,
from
I
there,
know,
right?
but how they do it is they'll generally pick like 10 or something you play, but then they'll probably have other Pokemon involved in like the mini games or on the map, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. You know, let's figure out a Pokemon minigame real quick. Let's see how many we can come up with before I get to the next mind zone. So, one that I'm thinking of. I'm trying to think of one that hasn't already been done as well. Hold on, I gotta get an acorn. Snatch.
He doesn't even react, that's funny. My acorn though.
My acorn though. Oh, is that? Oh, that's a thing. That hasn't unlocked yet. That's right. Adult squirrels will often coat a regular acorn with a
mucilaginous
secretion that gives it a shiny golden coat. This sparkly trinket is used to attract possible mates. Warning, do not eat. Trying to think if there's any other place I could have gone yet. Wait a minute. What the hell is that?
I'm not sure what that is actually.
Oh.
Go!
What to do with small bully assistant?
Geez, I don't know. Could you put him in that deadly Nelson you were talking about?
Could. On such tiny opponent, all blood might drain out ear holes.
Shut up, Benny.
On other hand, blood from constricted trunk could rush to tongue.
And?
Tongue swells, pops. Most blood drains back down throat.
Interesting.
Less mess that way. Mouth stuffed with giant tongue can't scream. So quieter.
Shut
He knows a lot about that.
You have something less drastic?
Could use half Deadly Nelson.
What's that?
Like Deadly Nelson, but less dying.
How much less?
Half.
Half.
What happens the other half of the time?
Opponent lives. Spends the rest of short life praying for death.
Hey! Can you hear me down there? Maloof? Shut up, Benny. Seriously, Maloof. I apologize. Call off your goon, and I'll never bother you again. Ever. The thing is, Benny, you're never gonna bother me again either way.
That's true.
You're gonna have to offer something a lot better than that. Like what? Any ideas, Mikhail?
Know anything about giant hairless bear?
No.
Out of ideas. Preparing Nelson.
Well,
No, you're Penny.
Wait. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I did see something like that. Give me a minute to think. You ready to talk, Benny? Hold on. It'll come to me.
See, there's a lot in this game if you just go exploring around.
Yeah.
You're not going to, kill Benny, are you?
Difficult to say.
All right.
Hey, you guys aren't going around taking people's brains out, are you?
Not yet, but maybe we should do some market research on that and see if there's a demand for that service.
I don't want to suffer anymore. Please take my brain out.
Please take out my brain. It's okay, mine's already gone.
No.
I'm trying to think where else I might be able to go. I mean, two people hanging out down here.
You know, Chloe, for a chick whose face I can't see because she's always wearing a helmet, you're pretty cute.
I'm not human.
Earth primate. But you
Okay.
are the girl model of whatever it is you are, right?
Affirmative.
At this point, that's totally close enough.
Man,
Oh, it's Bobby.
smells like butt? Oh, hey, Nils. How about you and your butt and its odor take a hike before I puke?
But
It'd be a real shame if you had to leave your butt here because it was anchored to my foot. Now beat it! Hi, Chloe. How's it, I mean, you know, what's up and stuff?
Bobby, we need to work on you a little.
All right. See, I assume I can get all the scavenger hunt items now.
Probably most of them.
Hmm.
Sebastiaker says, ooh, never heard of Fool's Gold. Yeah, it's a pretty
good.
fun ROM hack. Every Pokemon is like a different model and different type, and like some Pokemon have Johto versions and Cantonian versions. It's pretty cool. I'm like pretty close to the end of it. I need to actually play more of that sometime.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Really fun.
Really top
A lot
quality.
of new content, new zones too. Bassacre says, I wish all Pokemon games had an extra year of development. Yeah, they've kind of gone downhill since like Gen 5. Although I wouldn't say Gen 6 is as bad as people say. I'd like Gen 6, but
I do agree that, well, I think most things could use like an extra year of development, to be honest.
yeah,
Like, I
I'd
think
say
an
that's
extra year
with
helps.
most things.
Yeah, Pokemon probably does need it. I really don't know why they don't just split it like half and half, right? Have like
Yeah.
some team work on like a spin-off game or something, or like work on DLC and have the other team work on like the next mainline game. Or do it like with the Legends games. Do a Legends game with some of the team and then like, or with a new whole team and then have the other team work on, you know, the new gen, right? Then maybe have the Legends game come out a little bit early, give the next gen game a little bit of extra time, you know, something like that.
Well, yeah, like they've always done really well with Pokemon spin-off games. They've had other developers like Spike Chunsoft doing the Mystery Dungeon games, or even like recently they had Namco do the Pokemon Snap games. They just haven't done as much of that since like I'd say maybe halfway through the 3DS era. So I'm not really sure why. And they've never really had the Call of Duty approach where they have multiple studios working on different Pokemon games to be released in the main line.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit weird. I'm kind of hoping after all of this that they might start doing a model like that, or maybe releasing them farther out from each other or something. Because, yeah, people are only going to buy it for so long. I know it sells a lot, but they're kind of killing their franchise a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say that is true.
Okay, I'm a certified levitator now. Ready to roll.
Hell yeah.
I've been running some tests. It seems that the sensitive circuitry of the brain tumbler is picking up too much psychic interference to be safe. The thoughts of some other entity are interlacing with yours at a dangerous level, which explains many of the strange things you've seen. I must call off the experiments until we know more.
Sasha, there's no time. I think my vision about Dogen came true. I'm worried it's gonna happen to the others if we don't get to the bottom of this quick.
But we don't know where the foreign projections are coming from yet.
Is there a faster way to find out than sending me in there to investigate?
No? None? I don't. We're going in. I guess Raz makes a good point. Compelling argument. Cackney rolling around sand dunes doing a little race. Just needs like a board. Yeah, you know, I could see it being one of the mini games.
Yeah, it could. That's very similar to the Dawn fan game from Pokemon Stadium 2, though.
I mean, similar, but yeah, if it made it like a proper like single app like racing game where it's like, you know, zoom, 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 like down a course.
Although I guess that's a good point. Would they ever make like an actual Pokemon racing game?
I don't know how they do it, but arguably, yeah, you could do that.
I mean, I assume they would probably do something similar to Mario Kart, but you could play as different Pokemon and maybe they have different traits, like some of them are better at climbing stuff, some of them are faster in the water, stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
I would like to see more Pokemon spin-off games. Like, I'm curious about Detective Pikachu is coming out, but I want a new Mystery Dungeon game, or like another spin-off would be fun of some kind. Just not really sure what they would go for. I like how they're kind of giving us more Pokemon in like certain games, like Pokemon Unite and, well, stuff like Pokemon Snap. I just would like to see more creative stuff like that.
If you want, you can keep reading the chat, by the way. I'm just kind of going through...
Yeah.
Going through this bit.
That's fair.
Trying to not die.
Spazzacra says, I actually like both Pokemon Rumble and Pokepart, and I mean Pokemon Stadium minigames work on their own. That's true. I didn't really play Rumble or Pokepark. I heard Rumble, especially Rumble Blast, I think it was on the Wii U, was really kind of mediocre. I think the one at 3DS was a little bit better. But
up here.
I just didn't like how they required the physical dolls to do stuff. And I wasn't a huge fan of the art style either. But yeah, I just would like a little bit more variety. I like Pokemon. I miss stuff like the Pokemon Ranger games and, like I said, Mystery Dungeon. Mystery Dungeon's a big one. We haven't had a new one since Gates to Infinity. Or no, Super Mystery Dungeon, and that was like in 2015. So... what else we got? Spazzacra says, I kind of quit partway through Gen 6, and I don't know why I should try and pick it up back up. I don't mind things being more story focused. It worked in black and white, but I don't know, just felt too railroaded for my taste. Sun and Moon seem interesting, and I mean, how can I not say it feels unfinished? What I heard they say have Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Yeah, like, the Gen 6 games are kind of linear and railroady, but they're not as, like, babied down as people think, especially if you play X and Y and you turn off the XP share, because admittedly it was a little broken in that game, because they didn't balance it properly. But I still think they're fun games. I do play X and Y every now and then. I think I've played through X and Y a total of like 4 or 5 times. Oh look, a cobweb.
Indeed. Just trying to find that last vault.
Yeah, Gen 7 to me was kind of mediocre. I didn't even finish Ultra Sun because it was basically the exact same thing. Like, if you're gonna play any of them, I would recommend playing Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon because they're like 90% the same game. So there's not really much point in playing the original unless you just want to. Because, to be honest, I didn't really like the story in Sun and Moon, and like, I don't know. The gameplay was kind of mediocre. I got the Pokedex and then I basically stopped playing, which is pretty rare.
Missing one of the vaults. What is it?
Spazzacra says, I also remember hearing about how X and Y was unfinished as well. Yeah, there were a few areas in the game, like in the desert there was a building that supposedly went to the power plant you couldn't go to and stuff like that. They could have used more, even for like a third game. But yeah, I don't think they were bad. People like to say they're bad. I think they're okay. Could they be better? Absolutely. Spazzacra says, I got a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire before I learned about the lack of a Battle Frontier, and I should play it, and I heard that it's even, like, cheeky about it, which would make me really sad. Yeah, like, I think those are good remakes. They had enough new content to be good remakes. But, yeah, they didn't have the Battle Frontier. Spazzacra says they did. Pokemon Dash. Don't know if that counts. I'm not really familiar with Pokemon Dash and how it played. I'll be honest, I never really looked at it. But I don't know, I think like an actual Pokemon racing game would be cool as long as they made it interesting. Or even games where you could play as Pokemon.
Destroy them all.
Nice. Spazzacra says, I think, or... Oh yeah, I heard that the ones after the original Wii were not good. You didn't need toys to play with them unless I missed something. I think there were some Pokemon you can get in Rumble Blast on the Wii U, but you could get other ones which were obviously much better and more fun to use if you bought the figures when it came out. From what I understand anyway. But it was very boring. It was like, you go into an arena and you fight some Pokemon. There was no different level designs, no puzzles like there was in the other games. Like, they kind of just made it very bare bones, which is probably why we haven't seen another Rumble Blast game.
I mean, potentially.
Yeah. Spassacker says, I think the XP share is really great because I don't want one mon to be like 10 levels above the others, but yeah, it's not balanced around that. Honestly, I feel like they do, even if they do balance it, the fact that you have 6 Pokemon and few trainers have 6 Pokemon. Well, that's kind of the problem since X and Y. Like, they did a little bit of that in there, but it's gotten worse, where like, every trainer only has 1 or 2 Pokemon, and then like you go and fight a gym leader and they have like 3, maybe 4. Like, I kind of miss having a gym leader that had like 6 Pokemon. So like, they're trying to make the games too easy to appeal to everybody, and it's kind of bringing it down. Nice. Oh. But yeah, I do like the Pokemon games. They have gone downhill for sure, but I've liked them enough for what I played. I just haven't played them as much. Honestly, Scarlet and Violet is the most I've played a Pokemon game since like 2016.
Oops.
It just would be nice to have more endgame content.
I mean, endgame content is always fun.
Yeah, because I've kind of seen that with a lot of Scarlet and Violet people. It's just like, if you don't do a competitive battle and you don't do shiny hunting, there's really not anything to do. Oh. I didn't even see that one in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Megan, you almost got up there.
Where do you think the last vault is?
I don't know. Is it not at the top?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not too sure. I haven't, like, I don't think I've been all the way up at the top yet.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I don't think you've been all the way up here yet, but obviously these guys are making it a pain in the ass to get up there. That's true. Maybe taking that is a smarter approach.
But I mean, that's how I've gotten up here before.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the last vault is in here. I don't remember getting it in Sasha's mind. Because I played these games pretty casually. I don't think I've ever, like, gotten all the vaults or all the tags.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I guess it just turns around randomly.
Yeah, I guess so.
Can I shoot them?
It says punch, so I assume no.
Yeah, you're right. I cannot.
Oh, you can punch while you're on the ball?
Yeah. That's how I beat up Bobby Zilch.
Oh, okay.
When we were doing that race, I mean.
Yeah,
Or
no, that's fair.
no. Actually, no, I'm wrong. No, I didn't do it during the race. No, you're right. No, I did it on the grind rail is what I did. All right. So everyone, you can finish what you were saying, assuming you're still talking. I'm sorry, I was too busy trying to find that darn vault.
That's okay. No, I'm good.
Sasha's second sight. All right, so after his mom dies, he works as a cobbler with his dad. I see.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yo, my mom. And his dad's like, nah, don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, psychic mind link with my dad. His dad's like, yo, baby and mom. And she's an angel now. And very impure thoughts with that one. Yeah, I don't think Sasha wants to see that, to be honest.
Probably not.
He's like, yikes, man, it's pretty cringe. I better leave, I guess. And that's how he became a Psychonaut. All right, cool. Oops, wrong button.
Best Acrid says,
No.
I know I
Oops.
said this before, but you know, the Elite 2 to Elite 4 on the Battle Frontier is ridiculous, and I have no idea why they took away the Battle Frontier to only have the Battle Mason and such. Yeah. There's probably just lack of time to develop the game, really, is probably why they took out stuff like the Battle Frontier.
Potentially.
Okay, I'm a certified.
I've been running some tests. It seems that
Just same
the
thing.
thought
Yeah, I guess they
must
weren't
fall
expecting
off
me to leave.
Sasha.
Probably not.
You know what has been good, though? It's talking about Pokemon. The anime, really solid.
The
Ever been
anime has
enjoying that
been
one?
really fun.
Really
Yeah.
been enjoying that one.
I haven't actually watched the anime in a long time, but it feels a lot different without having Ash there, and it's great.
It feels better, like a lot better.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how you get rid of like a character that got kind of stale, and it's like, whoa, it's actually like really good now.
Wait, you have a different character and you write different stuff?
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, whoa, crazy.
Yeah. I do want to eventually go back and like watch some of the other anime, but it's been fun watching the new series.
I mean, we will. As I said before, potential let's watch, perhaps. You're supposed to say yeah, maybe, or yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Sorry, I just was reading chat.
It's okay.
There you go.
I'm in the tub. The oblongata tub? I think it said oblongata on the outside.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Sacker says, I'm excited for the new show that feels, I don't know, documentary style or more documentary style. I don't know if it has a release date, but it looks cool. I can't say I've seen that, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard of that one either, actually. I like documentaries, so I imagine I'd like something with documentary style. Oh my god, I fell.
And I've always really liked Pokemon and the Pokedex entries and stuff, so I imagine being able to watch an actual documentary or something similar based on Pokemon would be fun.
Oh, was it in the last Pokemon Presents? Did we miss the Pokemon Presents, Megan?
I'm gonna check and see when the last one was, because I don't remember the last one we watched.
Because if we missed it, then we should totally watch it.
See, there was stuff that was leaked recently. Last one was the DLC one in June, which we watched that one.
Well, wait, maybe I do vaguely... Oh, no, wait, it's coming to me. I do kind of remember it now.
Okay.
I think they had like a trailer, but I don't really think it said much. But yeah, I think I know which one he's talking about. Which I think sounds cool as hell, to be honest. Hey,
yeah, hopefully they'll have more in the next one.
Hey there, Skater. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing today there, friendo? Oops, wrong button.
Hey, Skater.
Playing some Psychonauts, as it was Megan's birthday request.
Yeah.
Why are you screaming? All right, I remember.
Wah! Nice.
Ew.
Oh, good boy. There's that pesky brain. Here's a tissue. Now, don't you feel better, my dear lad?
TV?
Of course! Right here! And this bad tooth, we'll just drop it in the old garbage chute. Now, don't chew solid foods for 6 hours!
Lily. Oh.
TV.
Yeah, if you've never heard of this game, it's really good. What?
It is a really fun game.
Really funny, too. Good humor.
TV.
We can say something, Megan? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Just was looking at the chat. Bass Awkward says, I really like those kind of more nature-focused episodes in the Pokemon anime. Yeah, they were pretty fun from what I remember. It's just been a long time since I've seen the Pokemon anime. Like, I think the last stuff I watched was probably around the beginning of Gen 4, end of Gen 3. So, I'm just a little behind.
Maybe just a little bit. A little smidgen. I see Bass also says, oh, also you're trying Pokemon Sleep. Megan's had it for a little bit now. Hasn't used it yet for some reason.
I do not. I keep forgetting to turn it on before I go to bed. Although now that you reminded me, I guess I will charge my Pokeball thing because I bought the Pokeball Plus thing.
Yeah, $80. Hasn't used it yet. I think.
Yay, it's cool. it connects to Pokemon Go and it makes Pikachu sounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah, best use of $80, eh?
Yeah, it's not a very good use of $80. But yeah, I will try it eventually. I've just been, well, distracted doing other things, and then I forget.
Skater also says, I'm doing peachy. How are you both doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Admittedly, I'm feeling kind of tired for some reason. I don't know why. So if I feel a little bit sluggish, or if I played the game horribly, that's why. I have my excuse today.
Yeah, I'm doing well as well. Just, you know, we had a bit of a busy morning. I had to go out to the doctor's, and we've just been chilling here the last few hours. I am feeling a little tired too, to be honest, but that's okay.
That's okay. We'll keep going for a while longer.
Fast Hacker says it was $80. Oh my god, yeah. That wasn't Canadian. I think it's $60 in American, but yeah, it's a lot. But I know they're hard to find later, so I picked it up.
Yeah, that's good justification.
Yeah, I know. I spend too much money on Pokemon stuff. Nah.
Well, if you used it, it wouldn't be that bad.
Well, I know.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just not used to playing a game where I sleep. Okay.
So I like this. I like that you actually fight the blueprint.
Yeah. I love the idea that this guy is stealing brains to put in his tanks.
It is pretty funny. So, Megan, do you want to give Skater a brief synopsis just in case she hasn't heard of the game before?
Yeah. So this game is called Psychonauts. You're playing as a character named Rasputin, usually shortened to Raz, and he's trying to train to become a psychonaut himself. He came from the circus. His parents really don't like psychics, so he kind of snuck his way onto camp. And now he's doing these different exercises to learn psychic powers.
Grenade.
It is a fun game. Would recommend if you've never played it.
Would recommend for sure.
And it also has a sequel that came out years ago. But this is an old style like PS2 game, so it may feel at least a little bit dated compared to games nowadays if you've never played one.
The controls are a little bit weird to be.
So smart.
Yeah, but it's a fun game and it's got a lot of really cool ideas. I like how when you hit it, like different designs of the blueprint pop out.
That is pretty cool.
Skater Girl says Steam game? Yes, you can get this on Steam. You can get it on PS4. I don't know if it's on Switch. Or you could go for like, if you want the retro games, you can go on PS2 or Xbox. But it's a relatively cheap game. I think it goes on sale for roughly $10 Canadian every now and then.
Yeah, like it's not that expensive. And it's really good. I do recommend it if you haven't played it. Because the game's funny and it has really interesting level designs.
Yeah, it's a 3D platformer.
Because Megan, did you mention that you go into various people's minds?
Yeah, you go into various people's minds and try to help them with their problems using your psychic powers.
Yeah. And it's pretty cool. And like, just as a small example from the boss fight here, you can, it has a lot of collectibles you can get too, like memory vaults and emotional baggage, which is just kind of funny. But the thing is, and I'll show off like at least one, with the vaults that you get, you can actually get some kind of information on like the characters, right? So like I went into this guy's mind who's Agent 9, he's a Psychonauts agent. And so I found this vault and it tells the story about when he's a baby, he has his mother. And then like through time, his mother gets ill and passes away. And it's really sad, right? Like it's a really sad imagery.
Yeah.
But the game's really cool for that. It has a lot of, well, stuff like that, right? Where it really kind of makes you think and see the character in a different way. But it's told through these. It's not told through like the story necessarily, right? If you didn't pick these up, you wouldn't know a ton about Agent 9, right?
Yeah.
But you see these and kind of explains how he is a little bit, you know? Like it's really cool stuff. So it's also a really good game if you're the collectathon type. Which I can be sometimes. Most of the time, I would argue.
Yeah, I do like playing my collectathons every now and then too.
A minute. Can I go invisible?
Skater Girl says, that's amazing. Do like a collectible game. Yeah, it is really cool and really quirky. like we said, it is a bit of an older game. It originally released in like 2006. So the controls can be a little wonky just because it was in that era of pretty early 3D games. But I've heard the sequel is really good too. So if you like the first one, I would recommend maybe trying to get the sequel if you can get it on sale.
Yeah.
But the first one's pretty cheap to get into if you just kind of want to try it and see. And it's not a terribly long game either. I think on average it takes about 10 to 12 hours to beat if you're not 100%ing the game. So...
yeah, and like legitimately, even though I'm finishing, like I'm gonna be collecting a lot of stuff, so my game's gonna be a little bit longer, I think I'll still get it done like relatively quickly.
Yeah. Like I could see you finishing this in like 15, 20 hours or somewhere around there.
I still gotta beat the brain.
You do have to beat the brain.
Watch it. No fair. I blasted you, tank.
Wait, how do I beat it? Do I gotta punch it? I do. I'm sorry, go ahead. I was really confused.
Well, that's okay. Bass Actor says it was 66% off recently. I had to get it. Yeah, it does go really cheap. It is from that era where, you know, a lot of stuff goes really cheap on Steam. I've seen it on Steam for like $5 Canadian. I don't know if it goes that cheap anymore since the refunds, they don't really do it as much, but like, I just opened up the page to see, and the base price is $10.99 Canadian. So like, even if you bought it at full price, it's still pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, good game, fun game.
Yeah, really good, really fun. And I don't know, I just really praise the game's humor, to be honest. It's a kind of humor you don't really see much in, like, done well in a game, you know?
Yeah, it's got good humor and a lot of really cool, interesting stuff that happens in the game between the different people's minds. So, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Because we're going into, I think it's like the 3rd or 4th level of the game?
Something like that.
Both. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So we're not super early anymore, but we're not like near the end of the game.
I had to abort the experiment. Something unbelievably urgent has come up and I must leave immediately.
I know! You'll never believe—
Hold that thought. In a rush. Official Psychonauts business.
Wait! So is this! Official Psychonaut, hey? You forgot your
brain door.
Ooh.
So now we can go into people's minds.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hey, that white room. I know. It's from Oleander's mind. I think I was in the coach's dream that whole time. Ever since I stepped through the static in the caravan, it felt funny. I knew I wasn't obsessed with meat.
But Maury
I am, sometimes.
And was stealing psychic brains to arm a fleet of deadly tanks, apparently.
I've got to tell Lily. She's waiting for me down by the boathouse.
Down by the water? Uh-oh. Better hurry.
I'm trying to think. How many cards do I have? Do I have a lot of cards?
I think so. Sebastian says I'm talking about Psychonauts 2 actually. The original was 90% off at one point. Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So, yeah, Psychonauts 2, it's like a $60 game. It is more expensive, but it was like a later AAA game. I just kind of forgot because I got it through Kickstarter years ago, so I can't worry about that.
Yeah, Megan's name is probably in the credits.
It should be. It better be. Well, at least my online handle. I don't think I gave him my actual name.
Yeah, Megan, it's kind of weird. The games you backed you haven't played yet, because you still haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance yet, and you backed that one.
Yeah, and I haven't played Darkest Dungeon, and I backed that one.
You need to actually play the games you backed, Megan. I backed Room of Depression. I played that right when it came out, and I got to see my name in the credits.
I played like half of Broken Age, and I backed that for like $100. I know. Bass Tiger says, wait, it was on Kickstarter? I thought it was on Fig. Psychonauts 2 was on Fig, although I heard that the site actually recently got shut down. So, yeah, I don't think there's really any much more on Fig. But most of the ones I backed are on Kickstarter.
Time, will you?
I just kind of stopped doing that because, I don't know. It kind of seems kind of pointless. I don't really get much out of it. I do for some stuff, but it's pretty rare.
Ooh, it's nighttime now. That means different stuff.
Ooh.
Well, time to do a brief exploratory thing around the camp. I'm being assaulted?
Were you?
Well, my thing was going. Oh, I know what it is. It's the panther.
Oh, the panther's trying to set you on fire. Okay.
Or mountain lion, I guess. Not really a panther. I don't know why I said panther.
I mean, yeah, it's probably a mountain lion, but I do find it funny how all the things around here are psychic-based animals.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. Actually, if I remember correctly as well, I think most of the characters that you can talk to around camp aren't going to be around anymore. Potentially.
I believe so.
Yeah, I should actually keep an eye out on certain games that you can back on Kickstarter because I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing it for some. Like, I'd only do it for like games that I think would be really good, mind you.
Yeah, I haven't looked on there in a long time, to be honest. I have enough games that I've already bought and I have in person that I don't need to be backing games that don't exist yet.
Hey,
Unless it's
anything
something
new in
like
the
really
store?
good.
Take a look. Now with that, you can change
That's
the
it for
color of
now.
some of your
I need
sock
400 for that badge.
More airheads and
Should I do like a small arrowhead hunt? A small arrowhead hunt?
I mean, if you want. I'm just not sure how much you can find around the camp because we were trying before.
Yeah, but it's nighttime now.
I'm not picking up.
Would that change the arrowheads?
Must not
I don't
be
know,
any
probably
type
not.
of
But let me hope, Megan. Let me hope. Let me hope.
Okay, okay. Oh, you know what's another Kickstarter game I backed and haven't played?
Which one?
Where would you like
The
me
Wonderful
to take you
101
later?
PS4
Oh,
port.
really?
Let's go to.
Yeah, I backed that when they put it on Kickstarter a few years ago. Platinum was trying to get it ported off the Wii U, and I never played it when I got it.
What are you doing here? You said that girl was waiting for you down by the water. That's lungfish territory, boy. Go and get her.
Okay, I just thought there'd be something here for me to do, maybe. Is he just gonna block me out from here? No. Oh, he will.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
So Skater Girl says this game reminds me of Rick and Morty. Lol, not sure why. I mean, it does feel very similar. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a Rick and Morty game similar to this eventually.
I could see, well, because it has a lot of interesting humor to it. I could kind of see it. I could see it.
Yeah, it's very quirky too.
It is very quirky.
We had more green portals, maybe.
Maybe then, yeah.
Bass Soccer says, I forgot they did that. Yeah, I kind of forgot Platinum did too, actually, until I was thinking about it, because I was trying to think if there was anything more recent that I had backed. But that was like, I think 3 or 4 years ago now? Somewhere around there? Alright, so where are we headed?
Go to the lake, I guess.
Go to the lake.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, Admiral, sir.
I'm gonna need to look around to find the rest of the scavenger hunt items, though.
Yeah.
I do need to have a look for those. I do want to fill up that list.
Yeah, I'd be kind of curious, because I've never done that, so... I don't know if you get something special or not.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby. Uh-oh. Look, I can explain.
TV.
Ow. I like that. Hacky sack.
Jeez, it sounds like you caught a bad cold.
Maybe. But listen. I traced the psychic interference back to Coach Oleander's radio. He's been broadcasting his insane plots all over camp in his sleep.
So he's really kidnapping children and stealing their brains to make weapons.
Yes! Isn't that great?
What? How is that great?
Because this is an honest-to-goodness psychic emergency.
I guess that's true.
Sasha's not here. He left on some official Psychonauts business.
Mia left a note saying the same thing.
Lily, a deranged madman is building an army of psychic death tanks to take over the world, and there's no one who can stop him except for you and me.
Oh my god! Let's make out!
What?
Sorry, I'm just so excited.
Oh,
Since you
pizza.
showed up, Raz, things are so much more exciting. Sinister death
TV?
plots,
Ah, TV.
mad scientists, hideous monster.
Are they gonna show us a hacky sack?
How long have I ignored what this camp had to offer?
Oh, what is that?
Everything's
That was
can't tell.
that was the clock.
I mean,
Or,
look at this
a watch, I
flower.
think. Then the flower.
How many years have I been coming here and I've never even noticed a cool flower like this before?
Huh?
Oh. Bye, Lily. Oh, that's terrifying.
That is pretty scary.
I like the idea of the anglerfish just using a bunch of different bait until one works on its prey, though.
That is pretty funny. Oh.
Oh, Lily, no.
Boom, boom. So I guess this is the berry that Mikhail is looking for, quote unquote.
The big hairless bear, yeah.